Good morning, students. Our today's topic in the subject of chemistry O levels in the topic of water is hydrogen. So concentrate yourself. This is the last lecture of the topic of water. So a lot more ideas are going to be involved in this topic. So concentrate yourself. We are going to start now. You have studied water, the most important compound of the hydrogen. Now let us have a look at the importance of the hydrogen. First, we are going to read the properties of the hydrogen. Hydrogen is a colorless, odorless gas. It is almost insoluble in water. It has the lowest density of all the elements. So this is very important point as far as your paper number 1 is concerned. Pure hydrogen burns quietly in air with a faint blue flame to give water. Combustion of the hydrogen in air. A jet of the hydrogen burns in air to form steam, which condenses to produce water. And here is the reaction. So when hydrogen reacts with oxygen, it forms water. Reducing agent properties of the hydrogen. If hydrogen is passed over heated copper oxide, lead oxide, or iron oxide, the metal oxides are reduced to metals. So this is very important use of the hydrogen. So in the making of the metals, hydrogen is used. So here are the reactions. So CuO plus H2, water is formed and copper will be separated. PbO plus H2O, water will be produced and lead will be separated. Iron oxide plus hydrogen forms water plus iron. Hydrogen reacts with some metals and non-metals. So here is a reaction with the non-metal. So hydrogen reacts with nitrogen to form ammonia. This is again very important reaction for the formation of the ammonia. Now we are going to read some uses of the hydrogen. Again, very important topic as far as your paper number 2 is concerned. Weather balloons. Since it is the least dense gases, meteorologists use hydrogen to fill their weather balloons. The balloons, which are about 2 meters in diameter, float up into the atmosphere, carrying a load of the instruments. The instruments record information about the atmospheric conditions. So again, the first line, since it is the least dense of the gases, this is very important point as far as your paper number 1 is concerned. The next important use is in making fertilizers. A much more consuming demand for hydrogen is the manufacture of the ammonia. Ammonium salts are used as fertilizers. The next important use is in the extraction of the metals. Some metals are obtained from their ores with the help of the hydrogen. Tungsten is the metal which is used to make electric light filaments. It is mined as the tungsten oxide. Hydrogen converts heated tungsten oxide into tungsten and water. So here is the reaction. Tungsten oxide plus hydrogen forms water and tungsten. Hydrogen removes oxygen from tungsten oxide. So hydrogen removes oxygen from the tungsten oxide. Another way of saying this is hydrogen reduces tungsten oxide. So it reduces copper oxide to copper as well. And here is the reaction. Copper oxide plus hydrogen forms copper plus water. Another use of the hydrogen is to make the margarine. Another industry which consumes hydrogen is the manufacture of the margarine. Hydrogen will do this with the help of the nickel acting as a catalyst. The process is called the hydrogenation. And here is the reaction. Vegetable oil plus hydrogen forms margarine. Hydrogen is used in large-scale synthesis of the ammonia and hydrogen chloride. So here are 2 more uses of the hydrogen. So next topic which we are going to read is the manufacture of the hydrogen. So there are different methods. So the first method is in the laboratory. It is prepared by the action of the dilute sulfuric acid. So when zinc reacts with sulfuric acid, so when to form zinc sulfate and hydrogen. Hydrogen is manufactured from coke. Steam is passed over heated coke, producing water gas. So look now, here is the water gas and steam is going to be passed over the water gas. A mixture of the carbon monoxide and hydrogen is called water gas. The water gas is mixed with more steam and passed over an iron chromium catalyst at 500 degrees C. So the carbon dioxide is removed by dissolving it in water under pressure. So look now, the third method is hydrogen is manufactured from natural gas. Natural gas is mainly methane, that is formula is CH4. Methane is converted to hydrogen by partial oxidation at high temperature, that is 1300 degrees C. Here is the methane. When it reacts with oxygen, it forms carbon monoxide and hydrogen, or by oxidation with steam in the presence of the nickel catalyst at 600 degrees C. So here is methane gas. So when it reacts with steam in the presence of nickel at the temperature of 600 degrees C, forms carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Okay, next method is industrially. Hydrogen is a byproduct of the electrolysis of the brine, that is sodium chloride solution. So when electricity is passed through the brine, so hydrogen is obtained. This is the method that is used in the industry. Next thing that we are going to read is the test for the hydrogen. Hydrogen burns in air. If it is pure, it burns quietly and steadily. If there is a oxygen mixed with hydrogen, when you set light to the mixture, there is an explosive pop. So this is the test for the hydrogen, and this is a question which is related to paper number 4, that is alternate to practical. So students, this was the lecture. I hope so this will be much more interesting and easy for you to understand now. So read this lecture again, understand it, learn it, and make your notes. Thank you so much.